If you're seeing this message, I trust it is for you. I feel like I am talking to a collective who needs to be reminded that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for support. It's okay to feel like you can't do it on your own. Truthfully, as humans, community is so essential and so important, and we're really not made to walk our paths fully alone. While it is our responsibility to take accountability for our actions, to initiate our own healing journeys, to recognize things within ourselves on an individual basis, there does come a point where you are going to need to lean on others. And I just feel this call for like calling in collaborations, calling in for resources, calling in for help, whether that be from the divine, like unseen realms, calling in support from your angels, your spirit guides, but also while you're manifesting that, while you're calling that in with the unseen realms, like being okay with help coming into your physical reality. There's just this air of like hyper independence. And I want to remind you, if you're in that place where you feel like you have to do it all your own, that nobody else can help you, that nobody else can support your journey or do anything to assist you, that is a trauma response. And a lot of us undergo this trauma response because I have been there as well, where you're so used to having to take things on your own. You're so used to having to be the one that people rely on, that people look to for guidance, the one that people are relying on to bring things to the finish line or to support. That is a trauma response. If you're in this position where you feel like nobody else can support, that you don't want to ask for help because you think you can just do it on your own, lean into that, start to heal that, because wherever you're going is going to require support, is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna get some cards for you. But this energy resonates so heavily with me because I'll tell you just a little brief snippet of some of my recent journey, which I'm excited to share more of that as things become more available. I can't share everything right now, but when I lost my job, my last job in spring, I was convinced, I'm like, I'm going to do this entrepreneur thing. I'm going to do it all on my own. I'm going to, start my own business. I quickly realized I am not cut out for that. It was so difficult. I felt like I just didn't have the resources. I didn't have the wherewithal to like do it all on my own. And so I quickly shifted my energy and manifestations to calling in some form of like business partner collaboration where I could utilize all of my strengths and have somebody fill in the gaps. And that finally came into my reality. So again, I'm excited to share more of that. But I just want to encourage you, like, if you're feeling at a standstill with the progress of certain things, call support. Ask for support. The divine is going to bring it to you, but you have to be intentional about asking it and then also being open to receiving it. Because sometimes I sense like this collective too is very stubborn, where sometimes there may have been opportunities where there was support being handed to you and you almost rejected it because you're like, no, I got this. I can do this on my own. What are you doing? Like, take the help that is coming your way, especially if it is divinely led. I just feel like, you need to be open to help. You need to be open to working with others. You need to be open to the possibilities that you're maybe not thinking of when it comes to doing it all your own. Hold on, I just dropped one. So funny because the card that fell in between the cracks was this Three of Wands card, which is all about expansion. And it took me a minute to like actually get in there and retrieve this. So again, there's like this level of stubbornness. I feel this energy of like not allowing yourself to expand to the true nature of where you can actually be led with the support of others, with being open to taking a step in a new direction that is going to lean on others for help. And so we got the Page of Pentacles and Three of Wands. So you're heading towards expansion. You're stepping towards expansion. But right now you feel like, again, at a standstill. So again, if you're finding yourself kind of caught, if you're finding yourself stuck, it's okay to take a step back and get out of this like hyper masculine, like overworking, burning yourself out, constantly trying to do it all on your own. Lean into yourself, start setting your intentions, start manifesting, start speaking to the universe, to God, to bring in support. And again, sometimes this support can come through the form of the unseen realms, where you maybe just be given ideas. You maybe, will be inspired to take action or to like research something in particular. So it can come in that form for sure. I'm not saying that like absolutely nobody can do things on their own. If that is where you're at, props to you. But at some point, like, I'm just thinking in like, for example, and apply this to your situation. If you are an entrepreneur and you have your own business, at a certain point, if you're wanting it to grow, you are going to need to hire some form of team, whether that be a team to take on your marketing, a team to help with your administrative duties, a team to help with like shipping, warehouse support, these types of things. It's like you're going to eventually need help from other people. It's just what keeps coming through. And I just feel like, yeah, like don't be stubborn about this. Don't feel like a failure because you couldn't do it on your own. Don't feel like less than because you're asking for help. That's what, oh my gosh. So many cards just flew out, but you have the Eight of Wands. So something is vastly approaching. Something quick is happening here because you also got the Hermit and the Chariot. But again, in this Hermit phase, when you're feeling isolated and kind of taking a step back, it's important to, again, be comfortable with where your strengths are, where spirit, God, the divine can fill in some of the gaps for you. Again, if that means bringing in other people, that is definitely what's coming in for you. And I think, again, you're kind of blocking yourself from receiving this blessed energy, from receiving this divine support because you've been so hurt in the past. And so, again, this is a wound that you need to heal through. This is some trauma that needs to be dealt with. If you're scared of bringing other people into whatever it is you're trying to create or wherever it is you're trying to go, there is some like healing that needs to take place in regards to this because you're being led to beautiful relationships, soulmate connections, soul tribe energy, celebrating with people who are divinely meant to be part of your path. That's where you're heading. But again, you're just feeling this like restriction in obtaining that. But you have the Tower, Page of Wands, and Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are turning in your favor. You're starting a new passionate direction where, again, I'm just getting this energy of like being okay with starting over or being okay with being a beginner at something with the Tower card. It's like maybe there is something unexpected where things were working fine. You were doing it all on your own. And then all of a sudden you're like met with this roadblock and you feel like you can't continue on. It's okay to take a step back, to feel like a beginner, to start over, whatever resonates for you. But the way that this is going to start turning, I just truly feel it's going to be in the form of like working with others or calling in additional people to help you. Even if it's just people who are supporting your vision, people who are cheering you on so that you like feel like you're getting that support. But there is some sort of offer being presented to you. This is some sort of offer in regards to career, finances. Like I definitely feel like entrepreneurship or business heavy energy here, like working and making money from your passion is coming through. And again, if that is where you're headed, I just feel so strong to encourage you that you don't have to do it on your own. It's okay to ask for support. It's okay to ask for help. I know I've been a little bit repetitive here, but that's just coming through very, very strongly. Don't be afraid. Don't back down. And again, like work through those wounds where if you think about yourself asking for help and you feel this kind of like immediate knee-jerk reaction of like resistance, lean into that, look at that. Where is that coming from? Where are those wounds, hidden in your energetic body? Because that's what's blocking you from obtaining this next level of success, this next level of achievement, of, being able to fully live out your passion, live out your dream, whatever this resonates for you. Again, it's like, be okay leaning on support because that's what the divine is here to provide you.